The first product we want to talk to you about today is our new Series 940 NFC sensor. Kind of walking around a couple of the features of the NFC sensor. First, you'll notice there's no dual sensor on the front of the touchscreen. So that's kept clean, and we've kept security and power down to a single touch point on the device itself. So we're leveraging the power port, the micro USB power port, to provide both power and security to the device. And the purpose for the NFC sensor is to allow retailers to display NFC-capable smartphones and really demonstrate and educate consumers in that transfer of data using the NFC technology of phone to phone, where if you tried to use a traditional smartphone sensor, it's so large and the magnet behind it, it's not going to allow you to make that data transfer. The next thing to talk about is the medallion on the back of this device. And the purpose of this medallion is to absorb all the stress and strain of when customers interact with the product on display. So that stress and strain is not transferred to the power connector itself. And that protects not only from false alarms from occurring, but also protects the device itself. Removal of this medallion is very simple. Just take our sensor removal tool, align it into the trough there, and then twist, just like you would on a typical sensor. So remerchandising is tremendously simple. Also built into this NFC sensor is what we're calling a friction fit technology. So friction fit technology is really this micro USB here connector itself has a high resistance pull force. So it's 400% more difficult to unplug this than a standard micro USB. The reason for that is when customers are experiencing the phone and they kind of bump or knock this connector, they're not going to dislodge this, creating a false alarm and a poor experience. We've increased the removal force by over 400%. So it's still toolless, but it has to be purposeful and it has to be their intent to unplug this connector. So as you can see, the NFC sensor is just one long cable. And the medallion is a separate component that comes in the packaging and just allows the strain relief to lay in place like this. And a separate piece just snaps on top. It'll adhere these both components together to trap the cable inside, and then just sticks down to the back of the device. The next thing I want to talk about is the stand itself. So we've chosen to go with a clear stand to make sure that the smartphone itself is the hero. So this is available in two options. We can either go with a flat option, as you can see right here, or we go with a 20-degree angle option, as we have mounted to the table itself. Both of these options can adhere down to the furniture and just gives you two display options to choose from. The Series 940 NFC sensor is compatible with our 4-port pod or any of the other pucks or stands in the Series 940 family. So Series 940 NFC sensor is available in either black or white in micro USB. And also, just to kind of review the features and benefits, is we have an alarming pigtail technology down to a single touch point on the device for both power and security. We have a medallion on the back of the device to absorb your stress and strain. And then we have a clear stand to make sure that the device and the smartphone itself is the hero. The next product we want to introduce to you today is called Sensor Clamp. The reason we developed Sensor Clamp is because retailers have been asking for a way to secure SIM cards and batteries on the hottest new smartphones out there today. So let me walk you through some of the features and benefits of Sensor Clamp. First, you'll see it's a mechanical bracket, and this mechanical bracket is really two halves that attaches together through the zip tie slot of Series 1000 or Series 940 sensors. You can also see there's a single screw on the back of Sensor Clamp that attaches those two halves together. Some of the competitive clamps have as many as 8 different screws for one sensor position. So this is incredibly simple to install and also to remerchandise. Plus, there's no really risk of damaging the phone at all. The removal bit for Sensor Clamp comes together with the packaging, so you always have that available for you for easy remerchandising. Sensor Clamp is compatible with all Series 940 and Series 1000 handheld sensors, but really excels when we leverage the AP sensor technology. We have electronic security down to a single touch point on the phone itself, and then we combine that with mechanical security, so you really have a great combination for all your smartphone security needs. Sensor Clamp is available in either white or black and 3 widths. So we have a standard width for your standard phones, a larger width for your Galaxy S3 phones and below, and then we have the XL width, which is really designed for your Samsung Notes phones and your extra large phones. So just to recap, Sensor Clamp is available immediately in all 3 warehouses today in either white or black in the 3 width configurations. and is compatible with all Series 940 or Series 1000 handheld sensors. But really, again, it excels when we leverage AP sensor technology. So we really have electronic security down to the single touch point, and then we combine that with mechanical security of the bracket to really give the optimal solution for all your smartphone needs today. I'd like to introduce to you the Series 1000 5VR sensor. The reason we developed this product is because retailers have been asking us for a way to power up and secure tablets on a Series 1000 stand and puck architecture. So first thing you'll notice, when consumers are interacting with this tablet at rest, they have a stable platform. Next thing you'll notice is magnetic perfect placement is maintained. So after the first consumer is finished with the display, it's ready for the next consumer to engage with the product. So let me walk you around the Series 1000 5VR sensor. So first thing you'll notice is this clear adapter plate. And this is really what provides the stability to those larger tablets on display. If I wanted to re-merchandise this into a smartphone position, I would just snap this adapter plate off. So all I have left is my Series 1000 handheld sensor shell. And then I can plug a dual sensor into this for a smartphone application. Next thing you'll notice is a locking power connector. So once the merchandise has been applied to the top of the sensor, the power connector cannot be removed. The Series 1000 5VR sensor is available in either white or black, angled or flat sensor orientations, and all Series 1000 cable links. To recap a couple of the features and benefits around Series 1000 5VR sensor is first it's optimized for tablet display for both power and security on a Series 1000 architecture that maintains magnetic perfect placement but also provides stability to the tablet when it's being interacted with by consumers at rest. And lastly, the Series 1000 5VR sensor can be re-merchandised into a smartphone position without investing in any further hardware.